Welcome to DoubleTakeGamingLag.com's review show with your hosts Mike and Matt. I am Mike.
I'm Matt.
And we are going to talk about video games that we've been playing over the past month. This edition is for September. We are going to be talking about Metal Gear Solid 5, Mega Man Legacy Collection. Matt, what do you got on your docket over there?
Grow Home Stealth Inc. 2 and Tales from the Borderlands Episode 4.
Right on. So what this show is about is we are taking a second look, hence the name Double Take, at all of the games that have received reviews basically prior to launch. As an example, Metal Gear Solid 5 got reviews and it had really high scores all over the place, but those people get review copies in private servers without bogged down things. So if there is problems with online features or things like that, we actually address those, but we will not give you numbers or anything like that. We just talk about what we like, what we don't like, and if we think you should play it. Yeah. Simple as that. So let's start with the big game on the list, which is going to be me ranting for about 10 minutes. Not ranting, actually, just raving as Matt goes to sleep. Matt, you just watched me do a Let's Play of this game. First off, what are your initial thoughts of Metal Gear Solid 5? That's what I want to know.
My initial thoughts are same as a lot of different games. Very enjoyable to watch. I don't think it's my style of gameplay. I did end up buying it today. I'm going to give it a try. If it's not my style, I'll just continue to watch people play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The Let's Play was a lot of fun. I was an asshole.
Yes.
Everyone needs to watch it.
Make sure you check out the Let's Play because I gave Matt with no idea what was going on. He was able to choose my gear for that entire thing, and he basically he might as well have given me a water gun because it was not fun. So I'm going to talk about what we like about the game, which is a lot, or what I like about the game. Our co-host for the podcast, actually, Josh, has also been playing it, and he's really loving it. But Metal Gear Solid 5 is first off, I'm going to start off by saying it is the least Metal Gear game of the entire series. That is either a good thing or a bad thing. I happen to think it's a good thing because the game is more accessible to people. It is less of the wackiness, where I know that a lot of Metal Gear Solid 4 criticism was that it was too linear. You're watching this game, you're not playing it. You never really played for more than 20 minutes at a time before a cutscene. This is not like that at all. There are cutscenes, but they are very few and far between. The big part about this game that I want to hit on is freedom of choice. So as we mentioned during our Let's Play, Matt, you gave me an assault rifle,
Yep.
a pistol,
Yep.
a sleep mine, C4, and I believe the magazine clips.
Yep.
And that's what I had to go into this base with. And they were low levels. You didn't give me bionic arm or anything like that. It was
I let you use your bionic arm, just
not the stun electrical one that I have or anything like that, or the grappling hook one I just unlocked. But so I go into this base, which is actually a pretty well guarded base that I have to infiltrate and get some and extract some people. There's a helicopter flying overhead. Now, in anybody else, they would take a rocket launcher and they would take, silent sniper rifles, and they would just take everything out. And you can do that in this game. But the freedom of choice in this game knows no bounds, because I was still able to complete this mission without using my weapon almost at all, and just strategically placing sleep mines and using magazine clips to distract enemies. And it's very fun in that sense. Metal Gear Solid is also a series that is filled with moments. Now, this one has less moments that are driven by the story, but basically what Kojima has done when he created this game is created a game that you make the moments. So I'm also going to be putting a recorded play of me infiltrating an airport area and just how I was able to get through it by interrogating, finding out inspection paths, and plan my escape perfectly so that didn't matter what the enemy did, I was getting out of there without being scathed at all. The story is a little bit weird. It is wacky like Metal Gear Solid stories are. There is weird villains and stuff, but the big thing I want to touch on is that the boss fights, with the exception of one, and there will be no spoilers of that, are not. I'll say two. I'll say two fights that are boss-ish, were kind of cool, but it's not as satisfying as some of the other ones where you go back to Metal Gear Solid and you're fighting Psycho Mantis and you got to plug the controller into the second thing in order to beat him easily. It was all really, really cool stuff. But in this one, the story's just a little bit. It takes a side seat to the gameplay itself, and that's what I want to point out. So that's something that I liked, but I didn't like as much as other Metal Gear Solid games. And the voice acting is really weird. You get this big actor like Kiefer Sutherland to play Snake, get rid of David Hayter, who's an iconic Snake from everywhere, and all of a sudden, and he has like 4 lines in the whole damn game. It's really, really weird that they did that. But I think they wanted. I really just think they were trying to key up on gameplay and stuff, because I cannot stress enough how much freedom of choice you have in this game. It is insane. You can sit up on a ridge and hit sniper shots, and they will never find you. They just know sort of where it's coming from, and the enemies blindly shoot it the direction, hoping that they hit you. You can literally just take a rocket launcher, or you can go in with a tank if you want to, and just blow up an entire base if you want to.
No tank for you.
No, I know. Yeah, no, absolutely not. But do I think you should play this game? Absolutely. I said before it even came out, it was probably going to be my game of the year. I will stand by that. Another game will have to do something pretty fucking special for me not to think that Metal Gear Solid 5 is not going to be game of the year, because I am still completely addicted to it. I have now finished the story. I am going through side offs like crazy, but it doesn't matter. You can go into free roam mode, and it's very Far Cry-esque, where you can just go and take outposts or infiltrate, and you're building up Mother Base at the same time. The customization to Mother Base is insane, what you can purchase and stuff like that. One thing I don't like, before I go and stop talking about this, is the online portion of it for Mother Base is really kind of laggy and not very good. So in order to make a forward operating base, in order to do the multiplayer aspect of it, where you can actually infiltrate other friends' forward operating bases and they can infiltrate yours, laggy, not really necessary to the game. I am, however, very excited for Metal Gear Solid Online, because nothing would be cooler than going in with 8 people to try and infiltrate this huge fucking base, and having 2 people perched with silent sniper rifles marking the whole base for you while 4 people tried to infiltrate, and 2 other people stood on standby for getaways and jeeps or something like that. So very excited for that. That's enough about that. I'm very sorry to go on for that long, but it is a phenomenal game and everybody should have it.
That was actually shorter than I was expecting.
I'm trying to keep it short because I know I could talk literally all day about it, but if you really want to see what the gameplay is like, go check out our Let's Plays on GamingLagg.com or our YouTube channel. I'm going to have one up today, or at least by tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and I will have another one that I'm probably going to do some commentary for, or I'll just throw it up just because it's a really, really cool... Matt watched it earlier. It's a really, really cool infiltration and getting the hell out of Dodge at the right time and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. What are you going over first?
First one I'll talk about is Grow Home. It won PlayStation's vote to win free game of the month for the PS Plus. So to start off, as a free game, it is a must download. Everyone should download it. If not, at least add it to your library so you can try it sometime.
Yep.
The one bad thing about it is the physics of the game are very much like Goat Simulator, where you're kind of bouncing around and can trip forward without even meaning to.
Oh, okay.
Also, the controls, the whole Grow Home thing is you're actually growing a plant, and you have to, the vines grow out bigger. I found that very clunky as well, but it is a very cute game. There's very fun things to do. There's little tiny sheeps that you can grab and throw around. You can fall down from the very top and then have to work your way all the way back up. But it was a lot of fun. Definitely, even at the $9.99 price without PlayStation Plus, I'd say it's probably worth a try. But
that's a Ubisoft game, is it? I think so.
Yeah. Yep. It's a Ubisoft game. And unfortunately, they brought back Uplay. I forgot about that.
Ugh.
There are Uplay points in it.
Garbage.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
On a side note, I want to say PlayStation Plus, guys, they have an add to library button. It means that all the games that are free on PlayStation Plus, you take 30 seconds, go in, add to library. You don't have to download it. You don't have to touch it. Just have it there, and then if there's ever a time where you're completely bored and you're just really wanting to try something new, I have that Styx Master of Shadow or whatever game that was a few months ago. Still haven't touched it, but it's there. I claimed it. It's mine.
I forgot to do that on that one, but then heard some good things about it. So
there you go.
Always make sure you're doing the add to library, even if you don't download it or if you're running out of space.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
And your next one, Mike?
My next one's going to be Mega Man Legacy Collection, which is a phenomenal set of all the old school Mega Man games. it really takes you back if you're somebody who's played them before. But if you're not somebody who's played them before, I think you should probably give them a shot because they have made the game very accessible. It is still incredibly challenging. If you're not used to a Mega Man game, you may get frustrated. However, they have added save states to the game where you can just reload a saved point. So as an example, if you get to a boss and you're trying to master their mechanics, you can save it literally right in front of the boss, and you can just keep going at them and doing your best to try and figure it out. I like that aspect of it because, as we mentioned, as we were talking about with Rare Replay last month, the games are really frustrating and really hard. And a lot of them you're going to play for 2 seconds, laugh about it, say it's way too hard and it's not even really that fun, and go back to it. Mega Man is fun, but it is hard. I mean, to get through that entire level without dying is an achievement. And when you get there, in the old school Mega Man games, if you died to the boss, you'd have to restart the entire level again. That sometimes becomes a problem, and I mean, obviously with the save states it sort of fixes that, but I would say give this a play. It's only $19. I think it's worth it. They have this cool challenge mode where it drops you into different areas of stages that you can go, and it can be any Mega Man game. It just drops you in different abilities. But yeah, it's a must play for anybody who wants to know like what NES games used to be like and how difficult they used to be, because you guys got it easy now. All you youngins, you got it easy now. It's all hand holding and stuff, and this isn't that hard, but it's a lot of fun. And there is an argument to be made there that making games hard is not fun, but Mega Man and those games, that's what used to be fun. And as a kid, I beat Mega Man, and I'm having trouble as an adult, so obviously things have changed a little bit.
Yeah, we got used to the easy games.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just when you get to a game that's actually challenging, you feel frustrated and I don't want to do this for this long. There's a balance that a game developer has to make between difficulty and fun. Yeah. So, yeah. And you got a couple more to go over?
Yeah, a couple more. It's all been really network games for me. The other one was one of August's free games, Stealthing 2, a puzzle platformer game. Kind of frustrating at points. I'm about halfway through now, and actually when Sam's had to help me out a couple times, the jumping, I can't seem to jump with the characters in it. But and if anyone missed this, I would actually suggest going and paying I believe it's $10, or if you're a PS Plus user, you can get it for $8 right now. It is worth $10. There's lots to do in it.
Yeah.
And but last but not least is Tales from the Borderlands Episode 4.
Now you guys have been talking about this. You and Sam have been talking about this forever. It's apparently good.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently good.
Apparently good. 2 thumbs up. Throw some big toes up there too. Like, after playing Life is Strange, I was like, okay, I'm done with Telltale. They can't keep me entertained. They've fallen off a little bit, especially with the Game of Thrones one. But Tales from the Borderlands Episode 4 was a little bit shorter than all the rest, but it made up for it in story. I can't say too much without there being spoilers, but there actually is a very sad moment in the game. Sam would actually agree. You're out in space, and that's all I'll say about that. I assume people have seen the spoilers online already, but
yeah, we want to keep it spoiler free for sure.
Yeah, but the mechanics, you don't have to actually search around as much, and the choices that you make.
Well, that might be something I could get into. Just like I said before, when you guys got me The Walking Dead, and the story's phenomenal, like actually great. But the walking around and looking for stuff is very cumbersome, and I find it not necessary. If they could just allow me to choose the dialogue and the choices and not have to move around, I think I would have enjoyed it more.
You do have to move around, but
yeah, I know.
It's not like the past games like Walking Dead or Wolf Among Us, where you're clicking on every single tiny thing that's around to make sure that you haven't missed anything.
Yeah.
The Tales from the Borderlands, you do just go through and actually click on maybe 1 or 2, but it's more dialogue based than anything else.
Yeah, perfect. So that's recommend getting that series. You should, if you're gonna get it, I would say probably get the whole series. Obviously.
Oh yeah, don't just try one episode, try the whole thing. But yeah, no. With Tales 4 coming out, it actually brought me back into Telltale, and I never liked Minecraft or anything, but Tales 4 has actually made it so that I'm going to give Minecraft story mode, a shot from Telltale as well.
They're definitely talented writers, and that's definitely where a lot of creative people should go if they want to have their writing be sort of seen and heard and stuff, because most games don't have the best story. But yeah, so to sum up, MGS5, buy it. Because it is going to be on a lot of people's Game of the Year list. Tales from the Borderlands, especially if you're into Telltale games and you haven't given that a shot. I've heard from a lot of people, including these guys, that it really makes you care about the Borderlands world. I'm not a giant fan of the Borderlands series, but I may give that a shot at some point. Maybe during, January, February when there were downtime and stuff like that. And Mega Man Legacy Collection, if you want to see where games came from, it's awesome. It's an amazing collection. It's done really well. Very, very similar to Rare Replay. Obviously, it's not 30 games, but all the games are meaningful and fun to play. And Grow Home, if you don't have it already, go get it on PS Plus. And what was the other one you talked about? And Stealth Inc. 2, if you haven't gotten it. I actually watched them play. It's really, really cool. The art style is really awesome, and apparently the first one got really great reviews, and Stealth Inc. 2 is no different. It's still very, very good.
Yep.
Simple as that. So please go check out our YouTube channel and GamingLag.com for our Let's Plays. As we mentioned, with this show, we are going to launch one Let's Play with it. We're probably going to pick the more predominant game. So Metal Gear Solid 5 won the Let's Plays for this month. So we're going to have some Let's Plays of that, at least 2. I am also going to be writing something about it on the Gaming After Life blog, and there will be no spoilers in any of those. All of the Let's Plays are side ops and secondary things that have no tie into the story.
Yep.
Simple as that. That has been Double Take for the month of September. If you want to support us at GamingLag.com, please go to patreon.com/GamingLag, and you'll be able to give $1 a month, because starting this month, we will have exclusive episodes of our podcast specifically for patrons, so only they will be able to see it. And it's going to be for all patrons. It's going to be $1. Yep. Simple as that. Yeah? All right. Later.
3, 2,